Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that confuses a lot of people. Why a school district might be cutting its budget at the same time that new schools or buildings are being constructed. To understand this, we need to look at two different types of budgets: the operating budget and the capital budget. First is the operating budget. This is the money a school district uses to run schools every single day. It pays for things like teachers' salaries, classroom supplies, textbooks, electricity, heating, and routine maintenance. Operating money usually comes from state education funding, federal funding, and local taxes. When you hear about budget cuts, layoffs, or programs being reduced, it almost always involves the operating budget, because this is the pot of money used for daily school functions. Now let's look at the capital budget. This is completely separate from the operating budget. Capital funds can only be used for large projects like building a new school, repairing a roof, replacing HVAC systems, or expanding facilities. Most of this money comes from bonds that voters approve, or from special state construction funds. And here's the most important part: capital money is legally restricted. It cannot be used for hiring teachers, buying classroom supplies, or saving programs. It can only be spent on construction and major building-related projects. So why do we sometimes see construction happening at the same time a district is cutting teachers or programs? It's because these two budgets work like two separate bank accounts. Money for construction cannot be legally transferred into the operating budget. Even if a district is struggling to pay for staff or supplies, it can't use construction money to fix those problems. Many construction projects were approved years earlier, long before the current budget crisis. Once the funding is approved and legally committed, the district must continue the project. That's why you might see cranes, new buildings, or major repairs happening at the same time schools are tightening their budgets or reducing staff. They are connected to different funding sources, different rules, and different timelines. So, in short, the operating budget pays for daily school needs. The capital budget pays for buildings. Because these budgets are separate and follow different laws, districts can face cuts in one while construction moves forward in the other. Understanding this helps us see the bigger picture of how school funding works and why districts sometimes make decisions that seem confusing at first. Thank you for listening.